Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a review on some of the E.L.F. Studio Line brushes that I own. These each cost $3 off of the eyeslipsface.com website. Most of their products cost $1 each. They also have brushes that cost $1 each, but these in particular cost $3 each. And I'm going to start with the eye brushes. They're all tack line brushes, so they all have synthetic bristles. One of the first eye brush that I owned was the contouring brush, and this is supposed to be good to get right into the crease or eye socket of your eye, and it works pretty well with blending and just applying the color right in there, and I like it. I use it quite often, so I would recommend this one. I think it's pretty good for those of you who have like a smaller crease or eye area too, because I'm gonna just compare this with the blending eye brush. So as you can see, this is the blending eye brush. This one costs $1, and that one's a lot like bigger, wider, fluffier. The contouring brush is more like densely packed and stiffer, so it's good to get like a concentration of color right in there. Okay, next, the small smudge brush. I'm not too fond of this. I think it's okay. If you want to do some like small detail work, this might come in handy. If you want to like smudge out your eyeliner or whatever, it works okay for that. I wouldn't say that this one's a must-have. I think it's okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Alright, next, the small angled brush. This one I think is okay too. If you like a really, really thin line, like to apply eyeliner and such, you would probably appreciate this brush more than I would. I wish it was just a bit more thicker, like densely packed, so that I could apply more product. It's a bit too thin for me, but I think it's an okay brush. Alright, the concealer brush. I actually just tried this for the first time yesterday, and I like it. It works well for cream concealers. It packs it on pretty well over like spots and blemishes or whatever you want to cover up. It works pretty good under your under eye too. And the only thing is I wish this was a little bit smaller for like little tiny zits and spots and stuff like that, but overall I think it's pretty good. So I would recommend that one. Okay, next, the eyeshadow C brush. This one's different because like the bristles are shorter. Let me compare it with the other brush if I can find it. Here we go. Okay, this is the $1 eyeshadow brush, and this is the $3 E.L.F. Studio Line eyeshadow C brush. And let me put them up side by side to compare them. So as you can see, the black one has shorter bristles, and they're both pretty soft. This one is a little bit flimsier, so this one's just a bit more densely packed, just a bit. So this one is pretty good for blending. It's also really good for applying color right into your socket. I've done that too. And yeah, I would suggest this for blending. I think it's pretty good. So I would recommend that one. Okay, last but not least, the face brushes. Here is the complexion brush. It's pretty big. I really, really like it for blush. I use it to apply bronzer sometimes too. And I really, really like this. I own 3 of them. For some of you, this might not be dense enough. It's just really soft, and it's great because I feel like it just fits right on my cheeks and blends up really nicely. So I really, really love this brush. Yeah, there's really not much to say about this one too, but I would recommend it. Okay, last but not least, the powder brush. This has a flat top. It's pretty densely packed, not as densely packed as like a kabuki brush though. If any of you own the Everyday Minerals flat top kabuki brush, it's not as densely packed as that, but it's definitely more densely packed than like the MAC 187. I really, really like this brush. You could use it for powder, to buff out, say your blush is a little bit too strong and you need to blend it out a little bit, or I actually really like to use this for blush sometimes too. It just kind of fits right there on the apples of my cheeks, you know, you just blend it right up. So I would also definitely recommend the powder brush. So that's pretty much all I have to say. As far as washing these go, the face brushes take quite a bit of time to dry, so that's one thing about these. And for $3 a piece, I really think these are worth checking out. You know, they're really not bad at all. I would recommend them. For overall, I think these are better than the $1 brushes. But if you are going to check out some of the $1 brushes, I definitely recommend the blending brush and the eyeshadow brush. These two are really, really good out of the $1 brushes. So that's my review on the Studio Line brushes. I hope this helps some of you guys out. Feel free to check these out, and thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all later. Bye.